What is up, everyone? Okay, so Asus and CES 2020 showed their upcoming Ryzen laptops, punching Intel in the face. Asus dropped their soon-to-be Asus Zephyrus G14 equipped with AMD's 4000 series CPU. Now this thing might be one of the biggest, if not the biggest step AMD has taken yet. First of all, let's talk about the specs. The base model is running the Ryzen 9 4800HS, a GTX 1660 Ti Max-Q, and 512 or 1TB of NVMe SSD, and an almost razor blade thin chassis. Now, the higher end model of this laptop will come with the Ryzen 9 4900HS, RTX 2060 Max-Q, and 512 or 1TB of NVMe SSD in the same form factor. But what makes this laptop so special has to do with AMD's soon coming CPU. This CPU completely shreds Intel's Core i9s. Scores in Cinebench were over a quarter better than Intel's highest end CPU, the i9-9980HK, and it has matching, or even sometimes better scores in single thread performance while having less power consumption and less frequency. It runs cooler too. How is this possible? Intel has been the leading manufacturer for laptop CPUs for so long. Well, what is happening here has to do with IPC. IPC stands for instructions per cycle, so how many things a CPU can do in one cycle. While the i9-9980KS has a faster clock, that only determines how many things it can do in 1 second. While the R9 4900HS has a slower clock speed, but it has a higher IPC and pretty much matches the i9-9980's performance. Now let's talk about the more consumer-friendly specs. It is rocking a 1080p 120Hz display up to 300 nits, is a 14-inch laptop, hence the name Zephyrus 14, up to 10 hours of battery life, and a great keyboard and trackpad. It has 2 USB-A ports, 2 USB-C ports, one with an included display port, 1 HDMI, a Kensington lock, and power, but it can also be charged via USB-C. Now moving on to flaws. The biggest thing that most people will probably hate is that none of the G14s have webcams. And in a time where the world is going through a stay-at-home struggle, Asus, think ahead, would ya? Another noticeable flaw is the fact that the USB-A ports are on the right side instead of the left. So if you are going to plug in a wired mouse, it is occasionally going to hit the wire. That pretty much settles most of the things about the upcoming G14. This is overall incredibly close to a no-compromise laptop, which is unbelievable because it is housing a Ryzen chip inside. Whoever thought a Ryzen chip would be this powerful? Is Intel gonna keep on, or is Ryzen gonna be the priority now? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.